Action. Hello, New Haven. We are here bringing you your news today. And might I start off the news by saying we have, if you don't notice, no microphone. Where'd it go, Amy?
I have no idea.
Are we just doing it without a microphone? No,
we're
not. We have a boom mic. Brand new cat-tastic boom mic. Hey, you little guy.
Huh. Isn't that snazzy?
Now that we got that out of the way, we're going to be having our first annual Ugly Sweater Day, and that's going to be Thursday this week. It's going to be for staff and students alike. So bring your favorite ugly sweater. If your grandma has one, you can borrow one. I'm sure Amy's got plenty for everyone else.
Closet, you know. But make sure you may wear an ugly sweater, but you don't want to look too ugly because we will be taking pictures. And the following week, you'll get to vote on the ugliest and most creative sweaters.
Yes, you will. Don't be ratchet. Have a good time.
Don't forget that if you and your friends take pictures of you and your ugly sweaters, you can actually end up in the yearbook. How can they do that, Adam?
There is an app called the Replay It app. Now,
Really?
This is a big Mr. Jones thing, and students can put up their own pics of ugly sweaters and any other pictures that you really want, and it will be able to be kept there, and we can even use it in our very own yearbook. Now, speaking of yearbooks, sales, they need to go up. If you want to have a yearbook, we need sales, people. So please, $50, sales, yum, money.
Cash money?
No, I just can't get over that boom mic. I'm sorry. That's just so... Sorry. News.
Important safety notice. The New Haven Police Department has informed us that there's been a rash of auto break-ins, so make sure your cars are locked, your windows are up, and there's nothing too important in your car, because actually Andy's car kind of got
it was broken into.
Nothing was stolen, so yay.
It was a very scary situation, and just be smart. Make sure you get everything taken care of, but don't make a stupid mistake like don't lock
your iPad out in the open.
Yes, and don't lock your keys in your car or your iPad. It's just a big
Not
mess.
a good idea.
Big mess. Just make sure everything's okay. Now, this is most of your news for today. One last announcement. If you never brought your iPad in for the check last week, yeah, you're in trouble. We're going to be sending you to out back behind the shed, and you will be taken care of.
And I mean, don't say we didn't warn you. We kind of announced it like 3 times at least before.
Corporal punishment's still very legal in Indiana, so you're gonna get paddled. Just kidding. You'll probably have a Thursday school. Now, that's all your announcements right now. We're gonna go over to this special breaking news special with Andy and Gabby about student section.
And now with a breaking news announcement, Gabby.
Yes. Okay, so student sections for the games. This is what we are talking about.
Now tonight, there's a basketball game, right? Home. Varsity's at 7. It's a boys' basketball game. There's going to be a lot of people there. Now, our student section needs some work. Now, there is a good amount of people that are trying their hardest. Last week, we did the roller coaster. But it came to my mind that some people don't want to participate. Now, you realize when you're sitting in the back of the student section, maybe you're an underclassman, maybe you're an upperclassman, no one knows. But when you're sitting in the back and we're doing the roller coaster and you don't participate, you realize
people notice that.
You're making yourself look really bad, people, because it looks awesome doing the roller coaster, you know, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
But when you're that person sitting in the back, I know who you are. Anyways, when you're sitting in the back and you're not doing it and you're too cool and you're on your Twitter feed, on your Instagram, Selfie Sunday, anyways, when you're doing that kind of stuff, you look like an ignoramus. Don't do it, people. So, we're applying some new rules here. If you're an upperclassman and you want to sit in the front row,
you have to cheer.
Now, she's a senior. So,
I
Gabby, I personally have seen you cheer at games. First of all, you do great at it. But
Oh,
anyways,
thank you.
the seniors and juniors, too, who want to sit towards the front, if you're not going to cheer, you're not sitting up front.
No, you're
so,
not.
it's a good thing because we want our student section to be hypey. We want it to be powerful, exciting. Now, me and a handful of other students have been meeting the last couple days, and, well, let's just say our student section is going to have some great chants, some great activities. I believe we have a morph suit crew, if you know what those are. I think it's like 15 to 20 guys that are gonna and girls that are gonna meet, and the more students are just gonna take over. But that's another story. Anyways, a lot of special fun activities. So make sure that you are participating in the student section. And you know what? If you go to tonight's game, word on the street is, well, first of all, you can dress up. We'd like to see some costumes out there. That'd be funny. But anyways, I hear there's a giant bag of suckers that's gonna be passed around to everyone or anyone who is participating in the student section. So make sure you participate. It's gonna be a fun time. I know there's going to be a lot of people
It's
there.
going to be a very fun time.
Very fun time.
Very fun.
And now we're going to... Oh, no. I forgot to tell him.
It's okay. Guys, something happened to Tim, and he had to...
He lost his legs. Okay, just tell him.
He lost his leg.
We had to replace it with a trash can.
Trash can.
And as you can see here, we have the infamous one and only annual dodgeball tournament. It actually happened last Sunday, Amy. And as you can see here, the action really did build. I think
Really nice dodge right there.
it was. I believe Hoffer made his own team, but do you know who won in the end?
I think it was the Butter Boys, if I'm correct. We'll have the stats on that later.
We will. Now, the Butter Boys, it did look like they win. If you see this footage there is some fierce competition happening.
And as they go in for that victory hug,
When the days
is
are
Get Big 2015, the team that Hoffer was with.
saints, we lost.
Yeah, pretty athletically stacked, but in the end, Hoffer just couldn't do it, and his team came in third place. But that's all right, though, because he has a pretty face.
And they did have some really good plays here, and I tried to get one. Coming up, I think Hoffer. Ooh, look at that! They just like pelt everyone.
Very, very interesting. Very good strategy, if I do say so myself.
Right. Ooh, Hoffer with that catch.
And he is fierce. Look at that fierceness. Looks like Daniel Romery's getting into it over there on the sidelines.
Unfortunately, they couldn't pull through, and you see Vance gets pretty upset right there.
Pretty upset there. Looks like his hair turned red. He got so angry.
Haley just got nailed.
Haley did get nailed, it looks like, and I think up here, someone else gets hit with a dodgeball pretty hard, so let's watch.
Looks like the ladies are taking a break to whop a couple. But they have to keep their heads in the game, or else they'll get hit.
We understand. Looks like right here, a little bit of slow motion here. The ball is thrown and whomped right there. And that was a good play right there, if I do say so myself.
And this is where they have all the teams stacked against each other. Pretty interesting when everyone gets into it.
It's very, very, very diverse right there. Very interesting to watch. Looks like something's happening here. Looks like, the wind back by Garrett Mueller. He steps, he throws, and looks like it hit the one and only Kaylin Rodriguez right in the gut. Yep, she's all right. She made it through. It was a rough one, though.
She's laughing pretty hard at herself.
So I think all in all, the dodgeball tournament, I think it turned out pretty well, if I do say so myself.
It was pretty fun to watch.
So one more round of applause to all you ladies and gentlemen. They did a great job in the dodgeball tournament, and we'll see you next year.
I'm Marquise Stevens, and this is New Haven Silent Library.
All right, guys, that's all your announcements for today.
You stay classy, New Haven.
Vamos,
Vamos, mi amigos! Hey, ole!
Arriba!
Oh!